Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gradeup Classroom. So today we are going to have another class on logical reasoning for CET. Okay, so I hope you keep watching the other videos as well. Today we are going to discuss a couple of sets on a couple of puzzles, I would say, on logical reasoning. Okay, and now the notification is also out, right? I mean, the registrations have begun. The examination date might be in July end or August, right? So you need to boost up your preparation. Okay, and to help you with this, Gradeup has launched one crash course for CET. So the ones who are preparing for CET can enroll in this crash course and prepare for the same, right? So using super subscription, you can get access to this course and prepare for this examination with experts. So these are the teachers that will be teaching you. So Vikas sir will be teaching you quant, right? Sanojam sir will teach you verbal, and I'll be teaching you logical reasoning and abstract reasoning in this course, right? So this enrollments for this crash course are open, and if you wish to prepare for the same, you can take Gradeup super subscription and prepare for this examination. Okay, and these are the courses that we have launched recently, like for NMAT, for CAT third batch, and CET crash course, a course for CAT 2022, and a course exclusively for SNAP. So all in one MBA preparation program, right? So in case you are preparing for one or more of these examinations, you may enroll in our courses. All right, so good evening, Aniket, Aman, Atharv. Let's have some more people join, right? So please do share this session with your friends so that we'll have some more people, and then we'll start today's questionnaire, right? We'll be discussing a couple of sets. And puzzles are very important for your CET, because out of 75 questions, around 40 are from puzzles itself, right? So 75 in reasoning, 40 are of puzzles. You get 7 sets of puzzles. Okay, so that's why we have the series wherein we discuss some puzzles in each of these, right? So let's begin then. Let's start with the first set and let people join in, right? Okay, so this is the first set for the day, right? It talks about that there are 7 persons. They are sitting around a circular table and facing away from the center. The circumference of the table is given to you, and it is given that the distance between any two adjacent persons is a distinct multiple of 50 centimeter, and it is increasing when taken in an anti-clockwise direction from a particular person. Okay, so you are given that the distance between 7 people is total distance your 2400, and it is increasing in one direction, anti-clockwise direction from one person, right? So anti-clockwise direction is this direction, right? So maybe from some person it is increasing in this order, right? So let's place it, right? So why don't you try this one? There are 7 people. I mean, for the convenience, you can just draw 7 lines, right? And you can just draw 7 points, and then you can increase. I mean, don't worry about the distances, right? That you can mention anything, right? And then later on, when you figure out these people, you can just draw it. So these are 7 people that are sitting. And you have to place these people. Some statements are given to you. Distance between D and F is 450, right? K is sitting 150 centimeter to the right of J. K is sitting 700 meter to the left of H. D and H are not neighbors. G is sitting to the immediate left of H at a distance which is twice the distance between D and E. Okay, and E is sitting to the immediate left of J. the ratio of the distances between G and D from two directions is 1:2. Okay, and only D and F are sitting between H and E. So how do we solve, like whenever you have an arrangement based question, right? So whenever you have to place them in circular arrangement or linear arrangement or any sort of arrangement for that matter, the first thing that you must do is you have to identify, in case of circular arrangement, try to fix two positions, right? Because once you know the position of two people, and then you can make people sit around them, right? So start with some points that discuss about the fixed position of two people. Okay, so start with it. First find the positions and then go for the distance thing. So we have to find the position as well as the distance. Okay, so finding positions is easy. If you pick up the right statements, you will be able to find those positions. So how do we get the positions? Which statement should you use? So the first thing should be to identify, see, you will be given multiple statements, right? You are not supposed to read all the statements, because when you spend time on reading statements, I mean, you just waste time. I mean, you have to read it again. So that's a waste of time. Okay. Now, which statement you should read and notice? First statement which talks about G is sitting to the immediate left of H, right? G is sitting to the immediate left of H. So if this is H, no, this is, they are facing outside, right? Okay, so if this is H, this will be G. Okay, all of them are facing outside. So G is sitting to the immediate left of H. Okay, and what are other positions that are given to you? G is sitting to the immediate left of H. Okay, now only D and F are sitting between H and E. Okay, only D and F are sitting between H and E. Now D and F cannot sit here because it is G, right? Only D and F have to come between H and E. So it means D and F can come in any position, and this will be E. Alright, D and H are not neighbors. So this will be F and this will be D. So it satisfies condition 5th and condition 4th, that only D and F are sitting and D is not a neighbor of H. Okay, clear? Then next statement is E is sitting to the immediate left of J. So this will be J. Then one person remains. Who is that person? G, D. So no, D we have already filled. Who is that person? E is also filled. K is left, right? So this is K. Okay, so we have filled all the 7 positions. Now let us find the distance. Has anyone found the distance? Solve it and tell me. Have you found the distance? Anyone found the distance of these 7 people? Find the distance. So we have done one part, which is making the seating arrangement. Second thing is finding the distance. So what are the things they given to you? So now let us fill the direct statement, whichever statements are telling you direct information. For example, distance between D and F is 450 centimeter, right? D and F, that is 450, that we can fill. Okay, K is sitting 150 meters, so that is J and K 150. K is sitting 700 centimeter to the left of H, right? So K to H, this much distance is total is 700, right? This total, not only this. So sum of these two distances is 700. Okay, so this is also used. Now we are left with 2 statements, right? Number 7 and number 5. That should give us things. So number 5 says that G and H, the distance is twice the distance between D and E. Suppose the distance between D and E is x. So what will be the distance between G and H? That will be 2x. Clear? And there is one less statement left. Statement 7. The ratio of the distances between G and D from two directions is 1:2. So from one direction it will be 800, right? And from one direction it will be 1600. Okay. Now, what was the basic condition given here? The distances between any two adjacent persons is a distinct multiple of 50 centimeter. That means they will have different values which are multiples of 50 centimeters. So like 50, 100, 150. Not necessary that all numbers will be used. Some of them will be used, right? So these are multiples of 50 and is increasing when taken in an anti-clockwise direction from a particular person. So it will increase from some person. We do not know whether it will increase from here, whether it will increase from here, whether it will increase from here. We do not know. Okay. All right. Now, what is given to us is that D and E, whatever is the distance there, right? It is double of that distance. Okay. So what is the value of x that you can get? What are the values of x that you can get? See this thing, see it is increasing in this order, right? This is 150, this is 450. So it is increasing in anti-clockwise direction, right? It is increasing in this direction. So what will happen, that what will be the distance between E and J? What will be the distance between E and J? So if I talk about like this can be minimum 200. So minimum value of x can be 250. So x can be 250, right? This can be 200, x can be 300 also. How x can be 300? Because this is like, these are not necessary in the same order, right? It is not necessary that after 150 you will get 200, 250, right? The distances might be different because see this is also 450, right? If I take this only, so why it can be any value, right? Now can x be 350? Can you put x is equal to 350? What will happen if you put, see, if you put this 200, x will be 250. You can put it 250 or 200, x you could put 300. X, can you put x is equal to 350? Why or why not? Can you put x is equal to 350? If you can, why? Or if you cannot, why? Tell me, can x be 350? See, if I put x is equal to 350, what will happen? If this is 350, this will become 700. But k and h is 700, right? K and h, the entire thing is 700. If I put 350 here, this itself will become 700. This will become 0, which is not possible. So I cannot put x 350, right? I can put x is equal to 250 or 300. So let me try with each of these possible values. If I put x is equal to 250, what will happen? This will be 200. Okay, this is 200. This will be 250. Okay. Now, if I put 250, this will become 500 and this will become 200 because this is 200. So this will be 250 minimum, right? If it is 250, then it is 500. Now this is 500. So this will be 200 because this total is 700. Now what we are saying that it is increasing in anti-clockwise direction from a particular person. Now it is increasing in both sides. It cannot increase in both sides, right? It will increase only in one direction. Now this is 200, this is also becoming 200. So it means x is equal to 250 is not possible. Why not possible? Because if I put x 250, this will be 500, this will be 200, and this value is increasing on both directions. It is saying that it is increasing in one direction, anti-clockwise direction, right? So this means x I will put 300. What will happen if I put x is equal to 300? If I put x is equal to 300, forget this value. Okay, we'll come to that later. So if I put 300, what will happen? This will become 600 and this will become 100. Okay, if I put 100, now I can see the value is increasing. See, 100, 150, then will be some value greater than that, then 300, then 450, then so it is increasing, right? We can see from G it is increasing in value. If you see G, K, J, E, D, F, H, from G it is increasing in value, isn't it? Starting was 100, so that means x is equal to 300 is correct. Okay, now we will use this statement to find the final answer, right? So it is saying the ratio of distances between G and D from two directions is 1:2. So from two directions, one direction it will be 800, one direction it will be 1600. So if I have to make it 800, so this is 100, 250, 250 plus 300, 550. So this means this will be 250. Now this is G to D is 100 plus 150 plus 250 plus 300, that completes 800 from this direction, right? G to D 800. Now from this direction it should be 1600. Clear? How to make 1600? 600 is already given, 450 is already given. 1050, subtract from 1600, we will get 550. So this distance is F and H, the distance is 550. Is it clear? Is it clear? So these are some puzzles wherein you are given extra parameter that could be distance, right? So generally in circular you are given that some people like sometimes you might be given blood relation, sometimes you might be given any other thing. So distance can be one another thing that you are given, right? So these kind of questions are today asked in like IBPS examinations. So yes, you can get this kind of question also. Clear, right? So now it is satisfying all conditions that it is increasing in this direction. You can see 100, 150, 250, 300, 450, 550 and 600. Okay, so we can answer the question. The different distance between F and H is 550 centimeter. Okay, all right, next question. What is the minimum distance between K and D? What is the minimum distance between K and D? So K is here and D is here, right? So from one direction if we see, this is 400 plus 3, 700, and obviously it will be longer distance from the other side, right? So we will pick this lower distance, that is 700. So this statement, right, G is sitting, so the ratio of the distances between G and D from two directions is 1:2. Total distance is 2400, right? So from one direction it will be 800, second direction it will be 1600. So total distance and 1:2 if you divide. That's how we got 800 and 1600. All right. Okay. What is the position of J with respect to the person whose immediate neighbors are at a distance whose difference is 150 centimeter? So first of all, find a person whose immediate neighbors are at a distances whose difference is 150. So find a person and let's say F, right? So the difference is 100 in case of F. H, this is the difference is 50. G, the difference is 500. Okay. K, the distance, so 50, right? J, we are already talking about. E, the distance is 50. D is the person where the distance difference is 150. Right? 300, 450, the difference is 150. So it is saying the person whose neighbors are at a distances whose difference is 150. So difference between these distances should be 150. So that is D. Okay, so you have to find the position of J with respect to D. So J 1, 2, second to the right. Okay, the answer is option A. Okay, all right, let's look at the next question. If F and H exchange their places with the persons who are 1000 centimeter away from them, what will be the position of J with respect to D? So F and H exchange the places with people who are 1000 centimeter away. So see, who is 1000 centimeter away? F, no, this is not F and J. So F exchange with J, and so J will come here, F will go there. And H exchange with 1000 centimeter, H 600, 700, 850, 1100, no, 550, 450, 1000, right? So H and D will change positions. Clear? Now the question is, now they have changed position. The question is that position of J with respect to D. J with respect to D is immediate right. J is to the immediate right of D. Okay. All right. Now let us answer this question. Now this is additional question, right? So we will not, we will ignore this, right? We will ignore this statement. We'll ignore this condition. We'll come to the normal condition and answer this question. Okay. So please answer this question. So remember that whatever given question, if question specific data is given, you do not have to take it to the other question, right? So that common data is applicable to all the questions. So what is the answer? It says only 3 persons among the given are female and no two females are sitting adjacent to each other, right? So it is saying the distance between two adjacent males is less than 600, but not more than, but more than 450. So that means these are two adjacent males, right? Okay. So this will be female, right? This is male, this is female, this is male, and this is female. Because if there are 4 males and 3 females, there will be 2 males who will be sitting adjacent to each other, right? So distance between 2 adjacent males is less than 600 but more than 450, right? So these are the males. Now 250 centimeter or 550 centimeter can be the distance between 2 adjacent females, right? So 2 adjacent females, the distance is 250. Yes, that is possible. Okay, and this 550 is also possible. So this is true. Okay, both G and D are female. G and D both are female. So this is also true. Okay, and both J and H are male. J is a female, right? So this is not true. So only 1 and 2 are true. Right? Only 1 and 2 are true in this case. Clear? Okay, so circular arrangement involved with another parameter of distance. Okay. All right, so if you enjoy this session, please do like the session and share it with your friends, right? And do come join the please subscribe to our channel and join our sessions whenever we have. All right, so now let us do the second set, right? Let's do another set. It says there are 10 people, right? Thala, Garvit, Sudesh, Naved, Robin, Ekansh, Anmol, Uday, Ishmeet, Pallav. They are staying in a colony, right? And that have they have houses in two rows and they face each other. The houses have different colors, right? So these are the 10 colors of the houses, and so you have 5 houses in this row and 5 in this row. Okay, so you have to arrange these people and find the color of their houses. Okay, so read the statements and find out from where should we start. See, the first thing in, see, every puzzle, whichever puzzle you get in the examination is solvable, right? Nothing is insolvable. The thing is finding the right statement, right? If you can find out the right statement from which you should start, you can solve any puzzle. Okay? So it is like, treat these questions like para jumbles, right? You have to find the starting statement first and then join it. Okay. Now see, whenever you start a puzzle, right, you should think of some statement that is giving you the position. Now see, this first statement says that, what does it say? It is saying black colored building is opposite to the pink colored building, right? Do I know where is the pink colored building? No, right? So this statement is not of any use to me, isn't it? I do not know where is pink color building, so I cannot find the position of black color building, right? Some people, what they do is they will make diagram like this, black opposite pink. Don't do that, right? If needed, you will always get this, right? So that is something that you should avoid, right? Just read the statements, I give you direct data. Now Uday's opposite house is opposite to Ishmeet's house, right? Now what I'm getting out of it? Nothing, right? Okay, Garvit is residing in the black color house, which is one of the ends and has Ishmeet's house to its immediate right. Now this is an important information, right? Yes, from 2 and 3 we have names. Yes, that we should use because we do not know in which row is which person, right? So we are given that Garvit, Naved live in the same row, Anmol, Ishmeet, right? So Garvit, Naved, Anmol, Ishmeet, they are in one row. And then what we have else is Uday's house is opposite to Ishmeet. So Uday is another row and Thala is in that row. So you have G and AIT in one row. Okay, they are in one row and this is in second row. Okay, so that is valuable thing that you can get from these two statements, right? So this we have used. Okay, now the position, right? Black is opposite to pink, we do not know. Now Garvit is residing, right? Garvit is residing in the black colored house which is at one of the ends. So Garvit is at one of the end point and has Ishmeet's house to its immediate right. So tell me, Garvit will be at left end or right end? Garvit, will he be on the left end or on the right end? Garvit, will he be on the left end or the right end? Very easy thing. This is a statement that gives us the position of one of the persons. So Garvit is residing and Ishmeet's house is to his right. So Garvit will be at the left end. If Garvit is in the right end, how can someone be to his right? So Garvit is in the left end, right? One of the end it says left end, right? Common sense. Because if Garvit is at the right end, no one can be to his right. So this is Garvit. Okay, let us say this is Garvit. So this will be Ishmeet. Okay, now you can use this thing, right? So what it is saying that Uday's house is opposite to Ishmeet's house, right? So Uday is here. Okay, so we have used this also. So this we have completely used. This we have used, right? This we have used. Okay. Now see this. Ekansh is the only person residing between Robin and Pallav, right? Now these Robin and Pallav are in this line, right? Robin and Pallav are in this line. Ekansh is the only person between Robin and Pallav. So what does it mean? I cannot have Robin Pallav here. So what will have? Robin and Pallav will be these two positions. This will be Ekansh. Three people are there, right? And Ekansh is the only person between Robin and Pallav. This means Ekansh will be here. It will be Robin Pallav, right? We will figure out right later. And what is the another person? Then one person is Pallav, Ekansh, Uday, Robin, Sudesh is left. So this will be Sudesh. Okay, Sudesh is placed here. Okay. Now this we have used. Okay. Now we see yellow color building is between Thala and Anmol's buildings, right? So it means Thala and Anmol are not together. Thala and Anmol are not together, right? Because there is a building between them, yellow building, right? So what does it mean? It just means that Thala and Anmol could be any of these. Because there is a building between them, so they cannot be together. So that means one person is left, N is left. So N will come here. And this is yellow building. Clear? Yellow colored building is between Thala and Anmol. So Thala and Anmol cannot be together. There has to be a gap between them. Okay. Now Sudesh's house is diagonally opposite to Thala's house, which is the blue colored building. So Sudesh is here. So this means this will be Thala, right? Because they are diagonally opposite. Diagonally opposite. So this will be Thala. So this is Thala. This will be A, and this is blue color building. Done. Clear? Okay. Pallav, who is staying in the orange color buildings, is between violet and indigo color buildings, right? So Pallav is in between violet and indigo. So Pallav cannot be this person, right? Pallav has to be a central person. Is it clear? So if a person is staying in between two buildings, he cannot be at the corner. Common sense. So Pallav will be this person. So at least we know the persons now, right? The houses we know, right? So now the word comes as super giant, right? Isn't it interesting? Super giant. Okay, so I use these names to make that interesting, right? Okay, so now Pallav is staying in the orange building. This is orange, and he is building violet and indigo. So this could be violet and indigo. Okay, and here it is indigo and violet. Okay, clear? Colors are clear for this. Red and white colored buildings are adjacent to each other, and the red color building is opposite to the orange color building. So orange we already know. So this will be red, and which will this be? White. Red and white are also done. Now let us go to the statements which we did not use. What did we not use? Black color is opposite to the pink color building. Right? Black color is opposite to the pink color building. So now we have filled all these. Black is opposite to pink. Right? We do not know which is black. Right? Which is pink, right? So Garvit is, it is given that Garvit is in the red black house. So we should have placed it earlier also, right? This is black, this will be pink. Okay, so we missed this thing. We should have placed when we placed Garvit, right? So Garvit is in black, this is pink. Okay, so black and pink is done. So we are done. What is left? One color is left. So, and these two, can you figure out anything? Violet, indigo, we cannot figure out anything from this. Okay, blue have we placed? Yes. Green is not placed. So this will be the green building. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? So what we started with, we started with some fixed position. So always remember in puzzles, you have to start with some fixed position, right? There will be one statement that will tell you about fixed position. In this case, we started with this point, right? Garvit and this person Ishmeet. So Garvit and Ishmeet was given to us, right? And then like Ishmeet, from that we connected Uday, right? Then we got that this person E, that is who was that person? Ekansh is between these two people, so we got his position, right? So similarly, we got this position also, and we were able to combine the statement. So one by one we got and figured out. So always remember, you should start with something that tells about the fixed position of a person. Okay. So CET puzzles are the same like bank puzzles, right? Since IBPS conducts the examination, right? So both the type of both these examinations have similar puzzles, right? So whatever are asked in bank exams are the same varieties that are asked in CET also. Okay. All right. So is it clear the arrangement? Did you get the arrangement? Right. If it is not clear, then you can watch the portion again. I've explained in detail. Okay. All right. So now let us answer the question. For how many persons can we determine the color of their houses? Right. So there are 10 persons. We do not know about these two people. Right. So for 8 persons, we can determine the color of their house. Okay. All right. Next is, in which colored building is Sudesh staying? So Sudesh is staying in the pink building. Okay. Which colored building is opposite the yellow colored building? Right. So the yellow colored building opposite to it is either indigo or violet. Right. Indigo or violet we do not know, isn't it? So the answer cannot be determined. Okay. We cannot determine the answer because we do not know, right? It could be anything. Okay. Which of the following statements is definitely true? And in which color building is Ekansh staying? So Ekansh, we cannot determine the building, right? We already know. Find the statement which is definitely true out of these. Okay, this puzzle I would say is moderate, right? First one was difficult, right? Because it involved additional thing. You have to apply multiple cases also. This is moderate, right? Not much difficult in this. Right? Things were given to you, just had to just arrange those statements, right? Just that the text was big, but that is how it is, right? Sometimes in puzzles like 2 rows, they will give you at least 10 people, right? 5 in each row. So which is definitely true? Ekansh is staying in the indigo colored building. See, definitely true means that it should be true. It is not, we can't say, right? It is a can't say, we cannot say this. Ishmeet is staying in the indigo colored building, right? So that is false, right? Because Ishmeet is in white building, right? Green and violet color buildings are adjacent to each other. Green and violet, right? Green and violet, again we cannot say this, can't say, right? Robin is staying in the green colored building. This is definitely true. Others can be true, cannot be true. Some people get confused, right? So they will say that multiple answers are possible. Some people say that multiple answers are possible, right? No, it is saying that Robin is staying in the green colored building. This is definitely true. There's a difference between definitely true and possibly true, right? So this is definitely true. This can be true, cannot be true. This can be true, cannot be true. So do not mark those answers. Okay. And fifth, this answer, you cannot determine the color of a conscious building. It could be indigo or violet. Okay. All right. So these are our mentors at Gradeup, right, who teach you for these examinations. I'm sure you must have seen their classes on YouTube and on Gradeup app. Okay, and you can watch their classes and evaluate for yourself that you want to learn from them. Okay, and we have this CAT All India Mega Mock Challenge. So it is running and it will be available till 28th of June. So you can appear in this examination and evaluate yourself. It is free of cost, and you can just go to our site and take this test. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's class, right? We had some good sets, and if you enjoyed the class, don't forget to like the session, right, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos on MBA exam preparation. Be it any exam, we prepare you for the same, right? Even for CET, we are having some sessions, right? So we do have classes for each and every section, right? There are classes for verbal, right, quant and reasoning, all the sections. So please do subscribe to our channel. And if you want to like prepare using our courses, right, wherein we teach the concepts, right, you can subscribe to Gradeup Super and prepare with us. Okay. All right, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed today's sets, and don't forget to like the session and subscribe to our session so that you channel, so that you do not miss on any of the important notifications. And that's it for today. Good night and have a great day.